ground started drying out so I can get these roads rebuilt. So I'm going to flip the camera around and kind of see what's going on. I haven't done much on the vertical live, so I figured I'd give it a shot, see how this thing goes, and kind of show a little more on this side what we got going on up here. Every year the road moves just a little bit, and potholes open up, so I had to come back through. I've already scraped once with my tines down. So I got that blade back there, and I raised tines a little bit today, and just trying to mix up all the dirt, big rocks, and get those big rocks buried and repack down in the potholes. So it's an interesting road the way it always moves, and there's a hill back behind me. I'll go back up there in a little while, and it's like a spring. The road cracks open every year. I don't know if turning to quicksand right now. Flip that back around and I guess just cruise along with me. Probably be doing this about 30-45 minutes and I'll head back to the house. Had the wrong camera on. That spot's gonna need a little bit of work. And a spring that flows down and ends up washing out the road just a little bit. So I gotta figure out how to get that redirected. The city doesn't do anything out here. It's all us. We just work together, take care of it ourselves. Yep, and this spot ends up breaking up a little bit. I just got to keep the box filled and it'll do its thing. I'll do about a dozen passes. And I don't know, after about the 10th, 12th pass, the road should be back up to par and quit tearing up our front ends. This is my third pass right now. I was able to break the ground up the other day just a little bit more. I had the tines down on the back of the box, I had them drop down about 6 inches, so I was able to break up what was frozen on the ground that was there, so that started draining away. And now just trying to redo the road, get her smooth again. Hey Alpha, how you doing? Started raining a little bit, wet the road some, so it really works good. It's 8 o'clock up here in Alaska on Sunday night. And just trying to get my road back up to par so we can drive on it without tearing our front ends up. And my third pass, trying to fill in all the potholes because the city doesn't do anything out here. It's kind of Wild West. We maintain this 1.5 mile of road, and that's about it. It was 13 foot wide when I first moved out here in 2018, and I've got it up to 22 foot wide. For the state to come out and inspect, it's got to be 23 foot wide. So it's been a couple year progress, but it's coming together. Alright, here's where it gets a little trickier. Gotta keep my hopper full, fill in these washouts, and not cut into the ground. And I don't want to dump my bucket out either. Oh, that went blurry, my bad. Sorry about that. This is my first time trying to hold the phone and do this. I normally do the horizontal live streams, but I figured I'd give this a shot, see how it worked. How's that looking back there? I'm I'm also working on re-crowning the road because you can see the road froze. And let's see, right over there, you can see how it lifted up. So there's a big spring up underneath the ground right there. If I run over it too many times, it'll turn into quicksand and turn to mush, and all the neighbors around here will dislike me because it'll shut the road down for a little bit. So I can only pass over it about 10 times before it gets jello-like and we start sinking on it. So I'll be doing this probably a couple times a day for the next week. Hey, Logan Fairbanks, how's your weather up there? What is that, Keen Buddy? I can't really see my screen right now. This has been a really good breakup. Probably the best breakup I've ever experienced. My first one was in 2004, but this one just kind of nice and sweet. It was quick. We only had one snowstorm after everything thawed. That was last week. How's the trail back behind us? It's getting smoother. Such a slow process, but once it's all done, it sure looks nice. The hopper's still looking good. Box blade, hopper, whatever you want to call it. It's my main tool up here, keeping this road maintained. They don't even qualify as a road. It's just a right-of-way. I was living down in South Georgia. I was stationed up here in 2004 and in 2010 on Kodiak Island, but wanted to retire up here. So 2018, backed up a trailer, and I get out of this guy's way. I don't know who that is. Let's see what they want. Howdy, howdy.
How you doing?
I'm alright.
Do you want me to get gravel 1-inch minus, dump up there at the top of the hill?
Yeah.
I can spread dump it and you can box blade over it.
Yeah, I wasn't really touching the hill. I did the edge coming down to try to fill in where it's caving in up there, but I'm not touching that hill. I finally got this thing working good, floating nice. So, and this rain was perfect.
It's done amazing on this fucking road from what it was.
I appreciate it. It was a learning curve. It's weird the way it just opens up. It's like a living, breathing road.
Well, I mean, there's tide park coming through up there on the hill. You know, everything back here is clay and it's pumping right now. And,
yeah, this was a nice breakup. I had tines down. I was only doing this half the road, just trying to break it up a little bit, waiting for rain, and then it happened. So I figured I'd get it all mixed in and fill in what I could.
They've got weight restrictions on right now, so I'm very limited. I'm 75%, which means I'm only legal at 42,000.
Yeah. Now this is mixing up pretty nice. Stefan dragged, and I was going to try to get those big rocks out. I was collecting all the bigger rocks and going to try to put them in the holes.
Well, if there's a top of the hill, I can definitely make a couple of passes and spread dump it, you know, like about that.
Okay.
And
I'll try to get the edges. Maybe I can carve the edge off and get it to drain out the side a little bit, not across the top. Yeah, I'm trying to get these roots pushed back.
Get a little bit of a crown going here, so it.
Yeah, I've got a little crown right now, so I'm trying to bring it back. But especially the spring right here. That spring, I'm trying to get it redirected through the pipe so it'll quit washing out. That's where I'm trying to put a lot of the bigger rocks in the middle and that big pothole. And then get this gravel and clay in around it. So.
Yeah, this is hard shit to work with. I mean,
when'd you get this rig?
It's a $500 truck. I had to put a brand new motor in. How are you doing?
I'm alright. Still waiting on court. 990. Day 990. The self-defense should never be this long. I mean, Constitution I served said that you had to trial within 60 days. But yeah, Woodruff is in prison, so that's kind of, he was the officer that was out here. I had my right arm rebuilt because he cuffed my arm so tight, he cut the circulation off, re-injuring him. So this arm took 3 surgeries, and my bones, 2 necrotic on the left. So
and what's that from?
From the Coast Guard, but then when he cuffed me, I told him they were too tight, so he clicked it 2 more times, made my hands go purple. But my left wrist has to be, an inch has to be amputated because the bones are necrotic and dying. So, but yeah, 13 prosecutors now. Yeah. So.
He's in jail?
Yeah. He's an ex-trooper. A few months later, he attacked another guy and falsified paperwork. So yeah, the paperwork he has says it was a
Boy, you got a fucking lawsuit.
His paperwork says it was a DUI stop. It doesn't even mention anything that happened up here. DUI stop, and I told him I could walk back to my house. I didn't want to drive on public roads. I'm like, dude, I don't have a vehicle key. The door is locked. I'm standing by a car. Like, I was just looking down what I thought was a barrel of something. Guy said he was gonna, kill me and my kids. So I'm waiting for you guys. He drove up behind me, started harassing me again. Dude, I use enough. I got a business license from Number 23 Media. So I started getting all the media journalist stuff done. I've just been recording them for 3 years. Dude, I was an investigator for DHS. Like, I did this long range. It was my life. So, but yeah, corrupt troopers are horrible, especially when the state's covering it up. So, I'll just keep plowing roads and recording them.
Here this next week, I'll give you a call and let you know when I dump it up there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be around. I'm not looking.
Hopefully it'll be a wet day like this.
Yeah.
And it would help.
Yeah, like I can mix in a little bit of this stuff with it.
I'd like to go out to Burbage Pit and get some of what.
Alright, sorry about that. I got a little distracted. What time is it for me? It is currently, it is 8:10 on Sunday evening. Make sure my box is down. I lost some rock. I need to go get it. When I lose material, it's like the clay and the big rocks, and that's what I'm trying to drop down into the potholes that I'm trying to fill. Alright, sorry, I'll get back on this. Anyways, so I'm cleaning up after breakup. Breakup is when the ground